Hello, everybody. Hope you're doing well. Happy Friday. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. Hope you are having an absolutely wonderful, most wonderful time of the year. This is the most wonderful time of the year. I always say that once we turn the clock from Halloween, October 31st, you turn the page on the month of October and you're looking at November the 1st. To me, that is the first day of 62 days of the most wonderful time of the year. And we've got a few weeks left in it, and I am enjoying the season so far. I hope you are having a great holiday season as well. Wow, today feels almost like Christmas because we got two of my favorite labels announcing their upcoming titles for the month of March. When I saw the Arrow video was announcing, when I saw earlier this week, the Arrow said, hey, we're going to announce our March titles this Friday. Then I thought, wait a minute, Friday is the 15th. And usually Criterion also announces their titles on the 15th of each month, generally speaking. So could it be that we will get March 2024 announcements from both Arrow Video and Criterion Collection? Yes. And I got to tell you, I wanted to come on here and share reactions. So on the other side of this, we're going to get into it. Are these titles something to get excited about? Or is it, I don't know. We'll react to it on the other side of this. And I just want to hear your thoughts. We're going to do this in an hour. I have to take my son. He's going to get off the bus here shortly after 4:00 p.m. Eastern time. So I'm going to take him for an early dinner here after school. So we're going to be quick, fast, and in a hurry. No, we're going to be efficient. We're going to be very smart with our time, and we're going to wrap this up right at 4:00. But on the other side of this, I'm really looking forward to hearing your reactions to both of these giant boutique labels announcing their March 2024 titles. All right, both Arrow Video and Criterion have announced their March 2024 titles. Arrow Video came on at 10 a.m. this morning, Eastern Standard Time, and Criterion put their March announcements out shortly after noon Eastern Time. So great, exciting stuff, and we are about to jump into some comments. We're going to then jump into the titles, but before I do want to share a few things with you. Holiday viewing. What am I watching this holiday season? Well, I have this on my iPad, downloaded it. Sometimes I don't feel like popping a disc in a player. I just want to go to Movies Anywhere, Vudu, download to my device, and just, sit in a quiet place and just watch it on my iPad or my phone. So It's a Wonderful Life, the black and white version, is on my watch list starting last night, but over the weekend, just going to soak it in some more. This is an every year watch for me, a Charlie Brown Christmas. Folks, what I'm holding in my hand is my all-time favorite Christmas movie. It is this movie right here, A Charlie Brown Christmas. I watch this every year. I try to get my son to watch it with me, but sometimes he doesn't cooperate. He's a teenager. He thinks he's too big for it. Well, I'm a grown man, and I'm not too big for this. And this film never fails to make a grown man cry every single year. It's one of the all-time greatest films, Christmas films. A Charlie Brown Christmas. The Best Man Holiday. You got to love this movie. This is a really cool movie. I actually enjoy this movie more than the original Best Man. So this is a really fun Christmas movie. Super fun. Love watching that every year. Jim Carrey, A Christmas Carol. Gotta love this one. And of course, I'm gonna crack up watching this one right here. Christmas Vacation. Love it, love it, love it. Good stuff. Can't go wrong with this DVD, A Miracle on 34th Street. And of course, there was something else that I had on my list. Oh, The Grinch. The Grinch. I do want to watch a couple of those Grinch films. The recent one that came out, the animated one from Illumination or whoever, is so good. So good. I want to watch that again. I want to watch the original Grinch cartoon. So got several titles on my holiday watch list. So I want to get what you guys are watching this holiday. Now, I also want to share with you a few more things, and then we will get into these titles from March from Arrow and Criterion. All right. So I want to share with you a couple of polls that I've recently done on my community tab here on YouTube, just asking you general questions. So the first question is, I did this, I guess, 2 weeks ago. Happy Friday morning. December is here, and we are 31 days into the most wonderful time of the year. All right. So this is a movie channel. So let me set the scene. Yeah, I set the scene to say, hey, it's a winter day. You're watching a movie in the player and you're cozying up with a beverage of your choice. What is your preferred beverage? And most of you chose hot chocolate. Coming in second was eggnog. So hot chocolate and eggnog. Of course, right now I'm drinking some peppermint herbal tea, but I love me some hot chocolate as well. And I like eggnog too. So I got to fit some eggnog into my schedule this holiday season. Which classic holiday movie is a must watch for you this season? Cast your vote and let the festive debate begin. I think over 300 of you voted in this poll, 308 votes. It's a Wonderful Life got almost half the votes. Huge vote getter. Christmas Vacation. So It's a Wonderful Life won the poll, but Christmas Vacation came in second in this poll. Actually, by a big margin. It was 2-1. It's a Wonderful Life. So It's a Wonderful Life, by far the biggest winner. Christmas Story got a respectable 15% of the vote, and Will Ferrell and the late great James Caan are coming in, backing up the rear with Elf, which I also want to fit into my viewing. That is a funny one as well. So those are some holiday movies. And then the last poll I'll show you is I recently took advantage of the Criterion Channel subscription discount offer, and I signed up for a year of the Criterion Channel. So coming up in 2024, be on the lookout for this channel for some Criterion Channel coverage. I'm going to still thinking through some format options of just having some coverage on this channel for the Criterion Channel. So I'm looking forward to that. Of course, I usually cover Criterion Collection, Arrow Video, Kino Lorber for the most part, some of those boutique label physical media releases, but I also want to start covering a little bit of Criterion Channel streaming. So that's a terrific platform. People rave about it. So I'm looking forward to diving into it and seeing what all the hubbub is all about. So that is that for now. So I will remove this, and we will get into some comments, and then we'll dive right into these titles. And we're going to move pretty briskly as we move through this wonderful winter weather that we're having. How many of you are enjoying this wonderful winter wonderland? Do you have snow in your area? I do not. I'm in North Georgia, and we do not have any snow as of yet, but I really would like a touch of snow. Hello, Adrian. Hope you're doing well across the pond. It is evening for you. I think this time for a live stream works pretty good for you, because I think it's probably 8 o'clock p.m. your time out there. So very nice. Good to see you as always, Adrian. Internet user, hey to everybody. Hey to you. Good afternoon, says Madhouse. Quietly says, hello, James. It's been a while for myself. Hello to you. I hope you are doing well quietly. Say, James, love your review of Del Toro's Pinocchio. Which adaptation of Pinocchio is your favorite? Let's see, do I have it here? The original Disney version, the 1940 Disney's Pinocchio is my favorite. But I do admire what Guillermo del Toro and Mark Gustafson put into that recent Pinocchio film. It's a beautiful film, folks. I just reviewed it on this channel, the 4K. That stop motion animation, the puppets and the sets, is the work that went into that is second to none, and the movie is really good. I would just go into it and just enjoy this version of Pinocchio on its own merits. I wouldn't compare it to the Disney version or anything like that. Just enjoy this as Guillermo del Toro's adaptation of this story, and I think you'll appreciate it a lot more. But my personal favorite is the 1940 classic Disney film. Here to watch, but won't have much comment, as I am not likely to get any of that month's titles. Yes. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, for me, I would say across the board, Arrow and Criterion, I look at all those titles, I have not seen any of them. So these would all be new watches for me, new discoveries, directors that I have not yet dived into yet. So this will be a month of discovery for me, for sure. Good afternoon, Guy Incognito. Hope you're doing well. Michael says, are you guys going to lose Raiola? He's talking about our Georgia Bulldogs football. I would say it very strongly looks to be the case. So, but I think Georgia's going to be just fine either way, and certainly wish him the very best. You know, kids have to do, these student athletes have to do what's best for them. Is what is, you know, making the decision with your family, what is the best situation for you? And I encourage everyone to do that. But Georgia's going to be just fine either way. Hello, James, says Adam. Magnitude Rev says, hey, hello to you. Hope you're doing well, Magnitude Rev. So internet user, I still haven't watched any Christmas films yet. I'll probably get to it next week. Yeah. Hey, next week, watch as many as you want. You don't have to overindulge. Just choose 2 or 3 really good ones and just kick back and just enjoy, you know, with someone special. The best 2020's Christmas film is easily The Holdovers. Okay, I have not seen it. It's gonna receive a lot of Oscar noms. Okay, we shall see. We have the man, Mr. Levels. What is up to you, Ken? How are you doing? Hope you are doing well. Hope you're doing well up there in the bluegrass state. See, I love a good hubbub. Yeah, me too. I love a good hubbub. Hope you and the fam are doing well up there. See, Altered States, The Devils, and Akiri X5, I'd recommend on the channel. It's coming January, I believe. Yeah. As far as content ideas for Criterion channel coverage, I'm sort of leaning into one format being just talking about the titles that are coming into the channel each month and the titles that are leaving. So sort of having a discussion around that, but definitely welcome if you can drop a comment if you have some ideas that you would recommend as well. So I always welcome your comments. Altered States and The Devils. Okay, channel. Okay, super. City of the Living Dead is a top tier recommendation from me, James. Great Lucio Fulcio film. Okay, well, that is definitely rising up on my list. I will always be appreciative, Ken, of you getting me hooked on to Dario Argento. So I absolutely love the films I've seen of him. Deep Red, Tenebrae, that Arrow 4K limited edition was my absolute favorite release of the year last year, of a single edition release, of a single film release. Tenebrae, so good. And that movie looks amazing on that 4K, and it's just a really good film. And I love that music. I mean, the music with those Argento films are just intoxicating. Let's see. Interesting Criterion lineup, 5 new editions. When's the last time they did this? They typically have between 4 and 5 releases a month. Of course, this month of December, they're only putting out 3 with Blast of Silence, which is excellent. A Blu-ray upgrade over the DVD edition that's been in the collection for a while. Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio 4K, excellent release. One of the best releases of the year on home video, in my opinion. And the Red Balloon and Other Stories. I have not picked that one up, but I'll probably get it on the flash sale. I've heard great things about that title. And that's it for December. So the Others 4K isn't too bad either. It is. It's really good. Beautiful 4K. Can't wait to see Poor Things. Looks amazing. And then let's see. Maybe you can offer some short reviews on the films you watch on the channel. Yeah, that is an idea. All right. So I am very cognizant of the time. It is 3:19 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here in these wonderful United States of America, or great United States of America, however you want to describe it. I'm going to share my screen, and shall we start with Arrow or Criterion? I'm going to go alphabetical. We're going to talk through the Arrow releases first, and then we're going to go to Criterion, and we are going to move through this very expeditiously. We're going to move through this so fast, you won't even know what hit you. All right. So I am on my X feed, or my Twitter feed. I'm going to keep calling it Twitter and X. I think people are going to call this platform Twitter for the foreseeable future. So I call it Twitter and X. So on Twitter here, it says Arrow Films Video, time for our March 2024 new reveals. That's what we look for usually last Friday of the month. But in this case, they surprised us by saying, hey, we're going to put it out this coming Friday. Because I was expecting it to come out Friday the 29th. but the Friday after Christmas. But I guess with people being on break, they probably went ahead and said, hey, let's put out our announcements. Let's move it up earlier before Christmas. So, and that happened to line right up with the Criterion announcement. So it's one of those Mars, Jupiter, Saturn kind of aligning in the skies. We have Arrow and Criterion aligning in the night sky. So the first title that Arrow is announcing is The Shootist, which is a Western film, I think one of John Wayne's last Westerns. And we have several options here. We have an option in Canada from Unview Inc., Unobstructed View. So you can get it from in Canada. You can get it in the US through Grindhouse. And US and Canada title, you can get it on the Arrow site here. So let me go ahead and click on this Arrow link, and then let me go back here. And I don't want to leave the studio. I would leave y'all. I don't want to do that. So I will reshare my screen. Actually, y'all probably would like me to do that, wouldn't you? Let's see. And I will share The Shootist. Yeah, so this is a film that stars John Wayne. And let's see, what year did this film come out? I do not see it. It is coming out from Arrow Video on March the 12th, and it's available in the US and Canada. And you can see how this set looks. Here's your poster. Here's your case. It's a Blu-ray edition. Your perfect bound book. Here's your Blu-ray disc. And here's all your wonderful cards. So this looks like one of those really nice Arrow Video limited editions, but it's of course on the Blu-ray format, not on 4K, which, I love the 4K format, but really for me, it's really about the movie. And this looks to be one of those just nice looking 4K, Blu-ray limited editions from Arrow Video. You have John Wayne and Lauren Bacall in a Siegel film. And I'm actually going to look up here when this movie came out. The Shootist, 1976. So this film came out in 1976. So yeah, nice stuff. John Wayne and Lauren Bacall. And I believe you also have Ron Howard in here as well, a young Ron Howard. So, and this is Dino De Laurentiis production. So very nice to see. So you have legendary director Don Siegel, who directed Dirty Harry with Clint Eastwood, directs the iconic John Wayne as an aging gunfighter dying of cancer in his final screen appearance, a superb adaptation of Glendon Swartwout's classic Western novel, The Shootist. So you get a new 2K master by Arrow, high definition 1080p, lossless mono audio, brand new audio commentary, which is nice. We get a new interview, new appreciations of the score, a new visual essay. So folks, this really looks like a fantastic addition. They're putting some nice new special features. So these are not like old archival features. I think you probably have some of that, but a good number of new features that they're putting in here. A new visual essay, appreciation of the score, a new interview. You do have an archival featurette called The Shootist, The Legend Lives On. Of course, you have the reversible sleeve, which I always like, with releases like this, I like to do the reversible, sleeve, have the reversible sleeve on the case be the original movie art. So I usually do that. And then the outside of the case or the outside of the box is usually the newly commissioned art. So I like to do that. But yeah, this looks like a really nice release. This is a release that I'll probably pick up on an upcoming sale. But this is definitely one that I want because this is John Wayne's last screen appearance, and they're putting in a nice set of special features. It's coming out March the 12th, and it is MSRP of $39.99 or $40, but it's currently pre-order price of $28. So that's actually, I actually might jump on that, to be honest with you, at that price, but we shall see. We shall see. We shall see. We shall keep our options open as always. So I will stop sharing and I will reshare again, and we will get. I'm sorry about this jumping around with the sharing, but I have to do that because when I go to a different page, it won't follow me. and you won't see what I'm seeing. So, all right. So here, that is to shoot us. And there's a number of options, whether you're getting it in Canada or the US through unobstructed view, Grindhouse video, and the Arrow site. So definitely take advantage of those options wherever you are and whichever outlet you want to get this title from. So the next title is from Arrow Films again, and this is Dark Water on Blu-ray. And this title is also available in the United States and Canada. Again, the Canadian option, you have unobstructed view. In the US, you have the Grindhouse option. And then, of course, UK, US, and Canada, this is a limited edition 4K Ultra HD. So this is a 4K title of a film. And, this I had a chance to read a little bit about what this film is about. It's about a mother and a daughter who move into this apartment, and they are being haunted, and there's like a lot of water. So I don't know much other than that. I did have a chance to see the trailer, and it looks pretty fascinating. So let me see here. I'm going to go to the Grindhouse video. Let's go to the Grindhouse video here. So I'm going to stop sharing, and I'm going to reshare my Grindhouse screen. All right. So this is Grindhouse video. This is available. This is a limited edition 4K Ultra HD edition, pre-order for $34.99. So that's actually pretty tempting. Street date of 3/19/24. And it says, after terrifying audiences worldwide with the blockbuster J-horror classic Ring and its sequel, Ring is a really good one. So this is the same director who did Ring. So very encouraging. This is Hideo Nakata. He returned to the genre for Dark Water, another highly atmospheric and critically acclaimed tale of the supernatural, which took the common theme of the dead wet girl to new heights of suspense and drama. The dead wet girl. Okay, that's an interesting theme, as it says here. So based upon a short story by Ring author Koji Suzuki, Dark Water follows Yoshimi, a single mother struggling to win sole custody of her only child, Ikuko. When they move into a new home within a dilapidated and long-forgotten apartment complex, Yoshimi begins to experience startling visions and unexplainable sounds, calling her mental well-being into question and endangering not only her custody of Ikuko, but perhaps their lives as well. So sounds like a very fascinating premise. It says beautifully shot by the cinematographer and featuring an especially unnerving sound design. So there's some pretty interesting technical aspects of this production that is interesting. This is 4K with Dolby Vision grade, so that's great to see. Let's see. We are getting some interviews, which appear to be archival interviews. I'm looking for anything new here. Original making of documentary. So it looks like a lot of features that probably appeared on previous releases. I'm not familiar with this title. I've never seen it before, so I'm not sure what its history is on home video, but this, it would appear that these are not new features that are being offered here. But hey, if you've never seen it before, it'll be new to you, right? It'll be new to me. So I'm definitely looking at this one as one that I might be picking up. This is Dark Water, available on 4K Ultra HD through Grindhouse Unobstructed View in the US and Canada and the UK. And there's also an ordering option on the Arrow site. So that is great to see. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go to the last Arrow title. I'll jump back into the comments, and then we'll go to Criterion. We'll move through those expeditiously, and that's going to take us right up to 4 o'clock. But really look forward to hearing what you guys think of these titles. Are you digging these titles? Are you, how do you feel? What is the vibe that you're getting from these titles? Is it how many thumbs do you have for these titles? Is it one of these? One thumb up? Is it 2 thumbs up? Is it perhaps like one of these? Is it one of these, or is it like this? I mean, where do you stand on these titles so far? So that's Dark Water. And then, of course, you have other options for Arrow Video. These are like, I think these are the Blu-ray options for Dark Water. So a number of, oh no, I'm sorry, this is a 4K. So you can order it through Arrow Films Video in the US and the UK. So a number of different ordering options. And then you have this edition here. Now this is also 4K, but a different cover. So you have a couple of different covers here. You have this cover, you have this cover. So, I love these different options. So that definitely gives one something to think about. Now, this one here is the limited edition 4K Arrow store exclusive option. So that might be a different price. I'll have to check into that. But again, a number of options to order this 4K Ultra HD edition of Dark Water from this director. So definitely check that out on the Arrow Video site. So, or, these Twitter links or what have you. So the third and last title for the month of March 2024 from Arrow Video is another title that is available. This title is available in the UK on HMV Tweets and Zavi. And it's a UK title. So this is a title that is only going to be available, or it's going to come out in the UK. So this is one you'd have to import or work through some other outlets in order to get this one. But this is City of the Living Dead. And it looks to be one of those nice 4K Ultra HD limited edition sets. So let me go ahead and click into this UK title here. I'm going to stop sharing, come back and share my screen to the Arrow here. So this is the City of the Living Dead, limited edition 4K Ultra HD. Looks like a nice set. Here's your poster. Here's your box. Here's the perfect bound book. Here's your disc case. Here's a 4K disc, and here are those wonderful movie cards. So the standard, your typical, Arrow format for these limited editions. Look at that art. It's creepy. What do you think of that art? From the bowels of the earth they came to collect the living. From the Italian godfather of gore, Lucio Fulci. So this was Ken's recommendation. City of the Living Dead, a notoriously nauseating, compellingly corporeal masterpiece of apocalyptic zombie horror. A medium has a mysterious vision of a priest hanging himself. A seemingly dead woman awakes screaming in her coffin in the sleepy New England town of Dunwich. A girl vomits up her intestines, and a local misfit has a drill bit plowed into his cranium. Sounds like my kind of movie. These hallucinogenic, often grotesque visions punctuate a skeletal story telling of a reporter who must race against time to prevent hordes of rotting corpses spewing forth from the gates of hell. So this is not a Christmas movie. This is coming out in March. So this is one that I might consider picking up. So you get a restoration from a 4K scan of the original camera negative, which is great. We get Dolby Vision. You get an audio commentary. These commentaries do not appear to be new commentaries, but they are commentaries. You get several interviews, which is great. You get a video appreciation, reflections on Fulci, appraisal of Fulci's period by actor, writer, and director Andy Nyman. So that's a nice looking feature on the director. Behind the scenes 8mm footage, video essay. So yeah, this looks to be a really fascinating edition of this film. Now I will go on to IMDb and look up City of the Living Dead to see when this film came out. City of the Living Dead came out in 1980. Okay, so this is a 1980 film. So yeah, it is going to be coming out on the 25th of March, and it is for 35 pounds or $30 at pre-order. I'm sorry, 30 pounds upon pre-order. So definitely consider checking that one out. This is one that I will give some thought to. It looks very intriguing. So I will give it some strong consideration. So yeah, those are the Arrow titles coming out in March 2024. It is 3:35 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm going to go into the comments, and then around 3:40ish, we're going to pop right back into these titles for for Criterion, and that's going to take us right at the 4 o'clock. And then I'm going to have a young man getting off a bus, and we're going to go either eat some Mexican or something. He's recommended a restaurant. I'm still sort of debating in my mind which one we want to go to, but we'll see. See here. Let me go to the comments here. Let me go to the comments. Let me see where I left off here, and we will jump into this. Yeah, Michael, The Shootist was his last film, period. Okay. The Shootist also has Ron Howard and James Stewart. Cool. I forgot about Dark Water. I will be getting that. Glad I waited. Super. Really like Dark Water, says an internet user. The American version of that same film was played by Jennifer Connelly. I might have incorrectly spelled her last name. Yeah, I think it's Connely or something like that. Film. See, hey, film watcher. Howdy. Can't wait for To Die For in Criterion. Yeah, we'll talk about that in a second here. The City of the Living Dead release is pretty much the same as the recent one from Cauldron. Okay. Cool. I'll definitely be picking up The Shootist at some point. Cool. I saw City of the Living Dead back when it first came out. Very gross, but good. Yeah, it sounds gross. I mean, some of what they described, it's like, my gosh, a drill bit bored into one's cranium. Like, okay. Which is your go-to favorite movie genre? Only one. Suspense thrillers. I love them. I love suspense thrillers. Love them. Hello, James, says Jerison Horacio. How are you? I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Hope you are doing well as well, Jerison. Hope you're having a great holiday season. All right. Arrow Video. Pretty nice lineup. I am interested in that Dark Water. I'm definitely interested in the John Wayne film. And we'll see if I make the decision to either import that City of the Living Dead or go through some other avenue here with someone in the United States who I could get those from. But we shall see. I think all those titles have a level of intrigue for me. And so I'm sort of noodling in my mind which ones I want to get and when. Do I want to get them in March or do I want to wait for a sale? Those are some of the things that I am thinking about as JG says hello there and I say hello there back. So let's jump into Criterion, shall we? Let us jump into the Criterion Collection. Let's do this. So yeah, this is the first time that I have done both the Arrow and Criterion titles reaction the same time. I mean, this is one of those things where the stars align to just do them at the same time. I originally had 2 streams planned, this one at 3 p.m., one at 7, and I would have gone with a 7 p.m. stream for Criterion if Criterion's announcements came out later in the day. But when I saw them drop at noon, I said, hey, let's just go ahead and just do one mega reaction stream. So that's what we're doing. And this is the Criterion site, what you're looking at. March titles announced. We always love to see that. And we have this wonderful collage. So let's jump right in. For the Criterion Collection for the month of March, we have 5 titles all listed up here. So we're going to jump into those very shortly. But let's take a look at what is coming up. So we've had 3 titles come out in the month of December. Those titles are all out. I've had a chance to watch 2 of them, and they are both excellent. Blast of Silence is a really nice film. It's about a hitman who's in Cleveland, who's from Cleveland, goes to New York to do a job, and he's doing that job during the week of Christmas. And it's a really interesting tale by Alan Barron, who is like over 90 years old. He's still with us. And what I love about that release is you get a lot. You hear a lot from Alan Barron in the supplements where he goes back to the locations that he shot this movie back in 1961. And so you see footage of him, 40 some years later, going back to where he shot the movie in different locations. And you see the then and the now contrast, and really shares a lot about how he made this movie. And it's really a really good movie to watch. So it's a nice noir film set during Christmas time. And of course, Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio is absolutely one of the best releases of the year that I highly recommend if you're a Del Toro fan. If you like the Pinocchio story, if you like stop motion animation, If you like films like that, you might want to give Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio a watch. So it's really good. So those came out in December. I do need to pick up The Red Balloon and Other Stories, the La Maurice set. So I'm looking forward to picking that up, maybe during the flash sale, but we shall see. So that brings us to January. What's coming out in January? And the Apu trilogy coming out on 4K Ultra HD. The Apu trilogy is one of the best releases ever from the Criterion Collection. Just a wonderful job from the Film Foundation. I think Martin Scorsese was involved in helping to rescue these films. The original negatives were destroyed in a fire long ago. And so it was a lot of work to restore these films and make them available for home video release. So these are the films from Satyajit Ray, Indian director, and they're fantastic films. And I'm just delighted that they're coming out on 4K. I'm not sure if I'm going to upgrade, but I'll keep it in mind. I am going to upgrade Blood Simple to 4K. This is one of my favorite Coen Brothers films. I am excited that it's coming to the 4K format, and I cannot wait to see how this looks on 4K. I think 4K is going to tear this film up with that wonderful neon lighting, the dark scenes. I just feel like it's going to really give us an elevated picture. So I'm very hopeful for that release. We shall see. I might be wildly disappointed, but I'm hoping to be pleased. And then we get Lone Star from John Sayles. Looking forward to this title. I believe this is a 4K title. Is it? It's coming out in 4K, right? Yes, it's a 4K title. So looking forward to this. The Chantal Akerman set. Really looking forward to this title here from Chantal Akerman. Mudbound from Dee Rees. Train Spotting coming out in 4K. So excited about that. So the January lineup is awesome from Criterion. Then in February, we get a 4K upgrade of McCabe and Mrs. Miller. This is an exciting title. Great film from Robert Altman, starring Warren Beatty and Julie Christie. We get Eric Romer's Tales of the Four Seasons. Not familiar with these films, but these are films I may check out at some point, but not really in a hurry to grab these. I am in a hurry to get this set here, the Heroic Trio and the Executioners. This is a 4K collector set. Michelle Yeoh, Maggie Chung, and Anita Mui. So absolutely planning to pick this up. We're getting A Fire here with Christian Petzold. I think this is one of the Janus Contemporaries releases. So looking forward to that at some point. And then Nothing But a Man from Michael Romer. So looking forward to that title. A social consciousness type of a piece. So I'm looking forward to checking that one out. And then this 4K of The Roaring Twenties from Raoul Walsh, who is the director of High Sierra, starring Humphrey Bogart. Humphrey Bogart stars in this film as well with James Cagney. So I'm looking forward to checking this one out on 4K. So a lot of great stuff coming out in January and February. So the question that I had in my mind was, as the first quarter closes out, how is Criterion looking for the first quarter once the March titles come in? So that's what we're going to get into here. This top row is the titles coming out in March. We get 5 titles, 2 titles coming out March the 12th, a title coming out on the 19th, and 2 titles coming out on the 26th. And we see Nicole Kidman there smiling at us there. She'll be smiling at us in 4K to die for. But before we get to that, let's dive into this first title here, All the Beauty and the Bloodshed by Laura Poitras. So I usually give a rundown of how many films are from the United States and different countries. This film is from the United States. And keep in mind, there's a 30% off sale on the Criterion site through December 22nd. So a lot of you may want to take advantage of that. If you can't wait for the 50% off, there's 30% off. So that's something to consider. So this is a 2022 film from director Laura Poitras. So let me click her name real quick. And as you see here, this is the only title showing here. So this is a new director in the collection. And so this says, fearless documentary filmmaker Laura Poitras' career-long pursuit of truth and justice finds powerful expression in an epic story of art, activism, and survival, made in collaboration with renowned artist Nan Goldin. All the Beauty and the Bloodshed entwines the mission of PAIN. So PAIN is an advocacy group she founded to raise awareness about the billionaire Sackler family's integral role in the ongoing crisis of opioid overdoses. Wow, interesting. So this looks like a very fascinating film that is dealing with a pretty serious subject matter. So I'm intrigued to check it out. It's coming out on Blu-ray as well as DVD. So this is coming out March the 12th. It is 122 minutes. It'll be spine 1210 in the collection. And you get a new high definition digital master, a new interview with Poitras, some conversations from the New York Film Festival. So not a ton of features, but a little bit to chew on there from a feature standpoint. New high definition digital master. This is a film from 2022, so you would expect this to hopefully be a good looking film, being a new film, depending on how it was shot. But it's coming out on Blu-ray and DVD. It's coming out March the 12th, and I am intrigued by the subject. I had never heard this film before, but it's a film by Laura Poitras with Nan Golden, and I'm all in. I'm all in. I'm ready to check this film out. It's called All the Beauty and the Bloodshed. So that looks very interesting. I will cover this title, pop out. We'll go through some comments, then we'll pop back in and go through the last three titles, and we'll wish you all a happy Friday. This weekend before Christmas. Let's see. All That Money Can Buy, a.k.a. The Devil and Daniel Webster. So this is a film from William Dieterle. And I believe this is the only film of his in the collection. So yes, this is another new filmmaker in the Criterion Collection. So Jabez Stone is a hardworking farmer trying to make an honest living, but a streak of bad luck tempts him to do the unthinkable, bargain with the devil himself. In exchange for 7 years of good fortune, Stone promises Mr. Scratch his soul. But when the troubled farmer begins to realize the error of his choice, he enlists the aid of the one man who might save him, the legendary orator and politician Daniel Webster. Directed with stylish flair by William Dieterle, All That Money Can Buy brings the classic short story by Stephen Vincent Benet to life with inspired visuals and unforgettable Oscar-winning score by Bernard Herrmann. All right, I'm already in right there. Bernard Herrmann did so many scores for Alfred Hitchcock, like Vertigo and several of his films. And he also did Taxi Driver, the score for Taxi Driver. So I'm in just based on that alone. I'm intrigued with the story, but when I saw Bernard Herrmann, okay, I'm there. And a truly diabolical performance from Walter Houston as the devil. So this film was from 1941, comes in at 106 minutes, spine number 214. So, okay. So this already exists in the Criterion Collection. I did not know that. So this director is not new to the collection. He is already in the collection under spine 214, but apparently this is a Blu-ray upgrade of a previous DVD release. So it's coming out on Blu-ray March the 12th, also available on DVD still. We get a new 4K digital restoration put on this Blu-ray disc. You get the audio commentary, a new restoration demonstration. So a new restoration demonstration, which I love those restoration demos. So very excited about that. Let's see. Reading by actor Alec Baldwin of the short story. Episode of the Criterion Channel series, Observations on Film Art, about the film's editing and comparison of the differences between the July 1941 preview version of the film, okay, and the film's 1943 re-release. Okay, cool. And then radio adaptations, and then you get an essay by Tom Piazza and a 1941 article by Benet. So this looks like a really fascinating release. I'm looking forward to checking it out. This is one that is coming out in March. So I will either wait for the July sale or I may go ahead and pick it up in the month of March. But I kind of already know which title I'm going to be prioritizing to pick up within the release month. But All That Money Can Buy looks very intriguing. So let me stop sharing and come out here and check out what you all are thinking. All right. Oh, by the way, I ordered Come and See on Amazon a couple of days ago. Can't wait to get that. It's a good one. It's an intense film, very intense, but worth checking out. Not super excited about these Criterion announcements. I'm most looking forward to The Devil and Daniel Webster on Blu-ray. Fair enough. Like Blast of Silence, I'm always meant to pick up The Devil and Daniel Webster on DVD. Okay. Well, now you get a chance to pick it up on Blu-ray, so that's nice. To be honest, I want to get Lone Star. Looks cool. Yeah, me too. I'm planning to pick up all the January releases, um, probably in January, but we shall see. Some may wait for the February or March flash sale if we get that. Walter Houston was very animated in The Devil and Daniel Webster. Cool. Heroic Trio is going to be a great. I agree. I'm looking forward to that. Oh crap! I just realized I was so close to buying The Devil and Daniel Webster DVD. Good thing I waited. Yes, it is a good thing. The cover art for Daniel and Daniel Webster is the best. The Devil and Daniel Webster is the best of the month. Cool. All right. Let us get back in here and share. Let's jump right back to the Criterion Collection. Let's go. 3 more titles to go. This is The Runner by Amir Naderi. This is a film from 1984. It's from Iran. So this is a film from Iran. It's 90 minutes. It is spine number 1211. It is in the Persian language. It is a film about childhood. So childhood takes on mythic dimensions in one of the defining works of post-revolutionary Iranian cinema. Inspired by director Amir Naderi's own boyhood, The Runner is lit from within by Majid Nuraman's electrifying performance as a young orphan fending for himself on the streets of a port city, determined to rise above his circumstances, working odd jobs, passing time with friends, learning to read, and always running toward the future. Water, fire, the human body in motion. In hypnotic images of lyric power, Naderi finds unexpected glory in the world of a boy suspended between modernity and elemental natural forces as he chases his own path forward. So look at this cover. Isn't that neat? Blu-ray, DVD. You get a new 2K digital restoration supervised by the director. It's a new conversation with the director and filmmaker Ramin Barani. You get an audio interview from 2022 with Naderi and actor Majid Nuraman, moderated by curator Bruce Goldstein. Waiting, a 1974 film by Naderi, so an earlier film from Naderi, a decade earlier from this film. And you get an essay by filmmaker and critic Hassan Koshbat. So nice looking edition. This is one that, for me, may wait for July or maybe even November sale, but it is definitely one that I would consider. So let me know what you think of this if you've seen it in the comments section. That is coming out March the 19th. That is The Runner. And then we get to the first title coming out, one of 2 titles coming out on the 26th, the last Tuesday of March. Now, this is from Alice Diop. Alice Diop is also new in the collection. So Alice Diop is new in the collection. And please forgive me, I almost forgot. Amir Naderi, he is also new. So we have a number of new filmmakers in the Criterion Collection coming into the fold. Alice Diop is another one of those new directors. And this is Saint Omer, a film by Alice Diop. The very interesting setting here, a woman in a courtroom. So bringing a documentarian sense of open-ended inquiry to her first narrative feature. So this is her directorial feature debut. Writer-director Alice Diop constructs a morally and emotionally layered courtroom drama unlike any other. When she travels to Saint Omer, France, to attend the trial of a young Senegalese woman, played by Goslagi Malanda, which I presume is this young lady here, accused of murdering her infant daughter, novelist Rama finds herself shaken to the core by a case that proves to have profound resonances with her own life, interweaving complex themes of mother-daughter bonds, immigrant alienation, and post-colonial trauma into a piercing portrait of 2 mysteriously connected women. Diop forgoes mere questions of guilt and innocence in order to plumb the unsettlingly unknowability of the human soul. This is deep stuff here. This is a deep topic that this film, a deep premise that this film is getting into that is very intriguing. It's a courtroom drama about a very serious subject. And, there's obviously some connections in the characters, some mystery there. So appears to be a lot of depth and complexity to this story that is intriguing. So a new 2K digital master. This is a French film. It's 123 minutes, coming in at spine 1212. New 2K Master 5.1 DTS surround track, new interviews. We get a conversation between Diop and author Helene Frappet. Conversation between Diop and filmmaker Dee Rees, who directed Pariah, and I believe Mudbound, is it? So that's interesting. And an essay by critic Jennifer Padgemi. So yeah, this is St. Omer. These are some of the pictures here. Very fascinating. It's a courtroom drama, so I would imagine that a lot of this film takes place in the courtroom, right? So very interesting. So we'll definitely keep an eye open for that. This film came out in 2022. Another fairly new film, St. Omer by Alice Diop. That then brings us to the last title for the month of March 2024, and it is from Gus Van Sant, who is not new to the collection because he also has My Private Idaho in the collection, which is what I was thinking when I clicked that. But I didn't realize he has another title called Mala Noche. So I did not know about that one. I knew about the My Private Idaho, but not the Mala Noche. So he is, of course, no stranger to the collection, and now he has a new title coming in the collection. This is a film from 1995. It's in the United States, 106 minutes. Spy number 1213, stars Nicole Kidman, and it is the only 4K Ultra HD release of the month that Criterion's putting out. So this is coming out on 4K Ultra HD, Blu-ray combo pack, 2-disc set, and it's coming out on Blu-ray, no DVD option in this case. So this is To Die For, a 1995 film, and it says the all-American obsession with celebrity turns monstrous in this deliciously subversive and disturbingly prescient satire of our television-mediated true crime-obsessed age. Okay. In a career breakthrough, Nicole Kidman delivers a diabolical deconstruction of the girl next door as a local TV weather reporter whose perfectly perky facade belies a murderous heart as her ruthless pursuit of fame ensnares 3 disaffected teens in a sordid tabloid-ready scandal, deftly deploying shifting perspectives, faux documentary interviews, and a supporting cast featuring Joaquin Phoenix, Matt Dillon, and Casey Affleck. Director Gus Van Sant adds provocative layers of meaning to this darkly funny examination of suburban sociopathy. Wow. There's a lot of acting talent in this film. You have Nicole Kidman, you have Joaquin Phoenix, Matt Dillon, Casey Affleck. Wow. In the very capable hands of Gus Van Sant, this looks like a very intriguing premise. Great actors, solid director. I'm here for it. So you have director-approved 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray Special Edition features, a new 4K restoration approved by Gus Van Sant and the director of photography, Eric Allen Edwards, and a 5.1 surround soundtrack. You get the 4K disc, you're getting Dolby Vision, so that's good, in one Blu-ray, audio commentary, and deleted scenes. So there's not a ton of features on here. This is not a feature-rich release. That is the one sort of drawback that I'm seeing from this release. But from a technical standpoint, it should be a solid release, being 4K with Dolby Vision, so hopefully a good transfer. It says a new 4K restoration, so we can only hope that that's going to have good results. So, but we shall see. We do get an audio commentary, which I always like to see on releases. But other than that, you get deleted scenes in the trailer, so not a lot of features on this release. So that's the one kind of drawback on this. But this is a title that I'm looking to pick up because it's coming out on 4K, so it should be a nice presentation, and it should be a really nice film with some great actors. So for that, I'm definitely looking forward to that. And plus, you get an essay by film critic Jessica Keong. So a little bit to chew on there, but pretty light supplementary package. So you see the actor is a young Joaquin Phoenix, long before he did Joker. You see Nicole Kidman and Matt Dillon there. But yeah, so I always love seeing these actors like in films 20, 30, 40 years ago and seeing them in their, younger roles. So this is going to be a great opportunity to check that out. This is a title that I will probably get when it comes out and do a review on this channel. So that is To Die For, coming out on 4K Ultra HD from the Criterion Collection. So with that, I'm going to stop sharing. I'm going to come out here, get your final comments. I'm going to put a big red Christmas bow on this, and hope you have a great Friday. I'm going to do something real quick. Why not? So let's see here. What are y'all saying out here? Where did I leave off? Okay. All right. To Die For is another Gus Van Sant film that we have been waiting for in the collection. Yes. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm here for it. I'm excited. I mean, that premise is fascinating and it's coming out on 4K. I wish there was a little bit more in the features. It would be nice if they could definitely pay attention to the Criterion site for updated information. I would love if they could sort of add a couple of things, to it, maybe some more interviews or something, but, probably unlikely, but looks to be a pretty light release coming out. Really recommend St. Omer. I saw it earlier this year and it took me by surprise. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that one as well. St. Omer sounds interesting. I will probably pick that one up. Yep. St. Omer is on par with the Hirokazuki Koreeda film. Okay. Van Sant's best, in my opinion, is Good Will Hunting, performance by Robin Williams. Yeah. Not a lot of special features for To Die For. Yeah. I was just mentioning that. It's very light. Hope we keep the Nicole Kidman on 4K train going and get Eyes Wide Shut at some point. At some point, I would expect to see that on 4K. We shall see. I just watched the trailer for All the Beauty and the Bloodshed. I might pick it up. Okay. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Looks cool and smiles. So yeah, let me just reshare my screen one more time, and I'll just do a sort of a recap of Criterion here, what I'm excited about and what I'm looking forward to picking up. So All the Beauty and the Bloodshed is a title that I'm definitely picking up for sure. It's just a matter of, am I going to get it in March or am I going to wait for the July sale? Same with All That Money Can Buy. Definitely picking that up sometime between March and the July sale. The Runner is a title I may pick up in the July sale or the November sale. I'm not really sure. I'll just see what the reviews say and see if this is one that I want to dive into. St. Omer is one I'm definitely picking up, most likely in the July sale. And To Die For is one that I'm very likely picking up in the month of March when it comes out, so I can do a review on this channel. I'm just intrigued by the premise of this film and the actors that are involved. I just have no doubt this is going to be a really fascinating film in the hands of Gus Van Sant. So I'm looking forward to To Die For. I just wish that that it offered more in the way of special features, but it is what it is. So looks to be a pretty nice release month for March for Criterion, and I think a pretty decent way to close out the quarter. And I think the first quarter overall for Criterion is looking quite strong. And I think the first quarter for Arrow Video is also looking pretty good as well. So a lot to get excited about. Thought I'd come on here and do a stream reacting to both Arrow Video and Criterion Collection's announcements of their March 2024 titles. The first quarter of 2024 looks really, really exciting, and I cannot wait to get into it. A lot to go over in the world of physical media. So even as Best Buy says goodbye to physical media, we are still heavily into this great world of physical media and excited for all the opportunities coming up from these different labels putting out great content. But let me go through these last comments here and we're going to wrap it up. Hit that like button, folks. Only 4. Oh, well, thank you. Thank you. Actually, 9. Y'all are too kind. Oh, sorry. It hasn't changed for me. See you later, James. Thank you, Jerrison. Listen, I really do appreciate y'all joining today, and I hope y'all have a great weekend coming up, this second to last weekend before Christmas. Hope you just continue to enjoy the holiday season, enjoy some great holiday movies, enjoy great time with your family, and just be thankful for the blessings that are in your life. And I hope you all have a wonderful, Merry Christmas and happy holiday season, and we'll be seeing you soon. Hope you have a great Friday. We'll talk to you soon. Peace.